So hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to start with the subsidiary book. So before starting with the question, let me explain some basic about subsidiary book. Okay, so subsidiary book it is also known as what? That is principal book. It is also known as principal books of account. Okay, here the only transaction are recorded that is of credit. So what is the point? Only credit transactions are recorded. Only credit transactions are recorded here. There is no any cash transactions. And here is no any sale and purchase of asset like furniture, machinery, building. The purchase of asset, this means the purchase of this thing is not recorded in subsidiary book. Okay, and it depends on the nature of business. Like if there is an enterprise dealing with the furniture, so for that business furniture becomes normal, like it becomes the main source of revenue. So for that business furniture becomes main source of new revenue, so it will be considered as, it will be recorded in purchase book or sales book. Okay, but normal there is any trading business, so in that case furniture will be treated as asset. So subsidiary book means book where journal entries are recorded. It is also known as principal books of account. Here is only credit transactions are recorded. No any cash transactions are recorded in the books, and any transaction related to purchase or sales of asset is not recorded in the subsidiary book. Okay. So now let us start with one of the basic questions. So I have wrote one questions here. I have bought from the past year question. Okay. So here is the question hour. So what is here? So let us see the question. The following are some of the transactions of MK and Mr. Kamal and Sons for the year ended 31st March 2022. You are required to make out the sales book. Okay. So what we need to make? We need to make now sales book. Okay. So what is first here? First read the question nicely. Sold to Mr. Ashok and Mukesh on credit. Okay. So there is on credit, so we can write this transaction. This is of what? Normal t-shirt and trouser. So these are not the asset, these are the normal things that are related to business. So now let us start with the question. So first is what? If here is mentioned date, then you need to write here the date. Otherwise not any, then if there is no any mention of date, then you can simply write start with 1. Okay. So what is there? Sold to Mr. Ashok and Mukesh on credit. Okay, what is there? First is 40 trouser, no, 40 shirt at the rate how much? That is of 900 each. Okay, and another is 30 trouser at the rate 1000 each. Okay, so now first what comes here? 900 into 40, so it comes of 36,000. Another is 1000 into 30, that is our 30,000. Okay, now what is here given now? Here is given now less trade discount of 10%. So now less trade discount. Okay, so if we add this 30,000 plus 36,000, that is 66,000, and into 10%, that is 66,000 into 10%. How much come? That is our 6,600. After this, what is the total amount here comes? 30,000 minus 10%. So it will come 59,400. Okay, so our first transaction is completed. Now the second is even sold of furniture to Mr. XYZ and company on credit. So okay, what we need to see here, that is, here is sale of furniture. Okay, here is sale of furniture, and this is not the normal thing, normal transaction of the business. This is related to sales of asset, because furniture is asset for the business. So because of this, it will be not recorded here. Okay, it will not be recorded here, just because it is sale of furniture, that is asset. I already told you that the sale of furniture and asset will not be recorded in the, that is, subsidiary book. Okay, so this transaction will not be recorded. Now let us come to the transaction 3. Here is told, sold 15 swords to Aman at the rate 750 each for cash. I already told you that for the sale of cash, not any transaction recorded in the subsidiary book. So it will not be recorded in the subsidiary book, just because it is sold for the cash rather than credit. If it was sold for credit, then we must be writing this in our subsidiary book. Just because it is sold for the cash, we will not be writing this in our subsidiary book. So what is the main transaction we have recorded in our subsidiary book? That is transaction number 1, that is only one. Second, why didn't he wrote? Because this is a sale of furniture. And third, just because it is sale for cash. So only one transaction will be recorded in the subsidiary book. Okay, and last we can write as note. At last we can give our note, that note for transaction number 2, it will not be recorded in subsidiary book because it is sale of asset. Okay, for transaction number 3, it will not be recorded because it is sale on cash, not on credit. Okay, so this note is just an optional. You can write also, or else you can not write also. Okay, but if you write in exam, it will be like there will be no chance for cutting marks. Okay, so now here we need to do total. Now our total becomes 59,400, and we'll close this with double line. So this is all about our question. This is of generally 4 marks, which came in 2020 November 1. Sorry, that is 1C. So it generally comes of normally 4 to 5 marks in the examination. If you find this video really helpful for you, please like, share and subscribe the channel.